Hello, folks, and welcome to another new episode of Jim's Magnificent Miniature Motor Cars. This is a slightly different episode I'll be bringing you this time. I won't be unboxing anything, but rather I'll be giving you all a little bit of a retrospective. We'll be looking at a particular line of cars, the Porsche 911 992 edition by Mini GT. And let's start off with this baby. This is the 911 Carrera S. Okay, it wasn't the first variant that launched. The first one was the silver one. But, well, in showcasing all of the variants, I basically wanted each one to have a different color. So I picked one that stood out the most, and that's this red one. Okay, then following the 911 Carrera S, they came out with the 4S. Again, the first variant they came up with was yellow. But, well, I wasn't a huge fan, so I decided to pick the color that I rated most highly aside from silver. Right? Then after that, they came out with this very striking 911 Targa 4S. It's beautiful. Yeah, I love the Targa effect here. I mean, this particular model had a bit of a quality control gaffe. I mean, the rear the tail lights assembly kind of comes off, but you know, it's not that big of a deal to me, at least. Anyway, the car looks really cool. Penultimately, they came up with this beautiful 911 Turbo S, and you can see why I held off on showing the silver versions of the Carrera cars, because this car wears silver best of all. It's just beautiful. And most recently, they have blown us all away with this 911 GT3. So anyway, I really just wanted to showcase these beautiful cars. You know, it's not really disputed that so far, even though they've already been around for 5 years, Mini GT doesn't quite have that large a collection of brands. I mean, there's quite a few marks that are quite conspicuous by their absence from Mini GT's lineup. Things like Aston Martin, Jaguar, you know, even Mercedes-Benz, considering that the only Mercedes-Benz cars in Mini GT's lineup right now are basically a 30-year-old touring car and a truck. So in terms of diversity of their lineup, Mini GT really have a long way to go before they are in the league of, well, before they are where Kyosho was back in its heyday. But my point is, look at what they're doing with the licenses that they do have. They are really killing it, knocking it out of the park. Pick your metaphor for success. It's just absolutely beautiful stuff. And so I really hope that the time is going to come when they get to do cars like Aston Martins. I understand that they almost got the license to do Aston Martins, I don't know, a few years ago, but for whatever reason it fell through. Well, I'd like to call on the folks that make these cars, you know, the actual car manufacturers. You know, if you guys didn't push through with your deals with Mini GT, please give that a rethink, because these guys are at the top of their game. You entrust your brands to them. There can be no better manufacturer to bring your cars to life at this scale with such detail and at such affordable prices too. Yeah, I know I'm sounding even more like a Mini GT fanboy than usual, but you know, I mean, after I got hold of this, I just had to wax sentimental about these guys. These guys have made collecting premium 1/64th scale diecasts a very, very special experience especially since Kyosho flaked out all those years ago. You know, I mean, I'm just really glad that someone's stepped in and filled the void. I mean, sure, every now and again, Tarmac Works comes up with some really special stuff, but for me, these guys, well, they're my mainstay for now. Alright, and I hope you enjoyed this slightly different video. Rest assured, we'll be resuming unboxings very, very soon. Okay, and I Hope you all come back for that. Those of you who just got here, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe and hitting that notification bell.